The rain-slicked streets of downtown Seattle gleamed under the sodium lights as Octavian hurried home from his late shift at the coffee shop, his backpack heavy with unsold pastries. At 18, life felt like a constant uphill battle. Coming out to his conservative family had left him crashing on a friend's couch, and the whispers at school about his sexuality still stung like fresh wounds. But nothing prepared him for the faint cry echoing from the alley behind the dumpster, where a tiny bundle wrapped in a threadbare blanket wriggled desperately, her wide eyes locking onto his as if pleading for salvation. Octavian's heart pounded as he knelt down, the cold pavement seeping through his jeans. He peeled back the blanket to reveal a baby girl, no more than a few months old, her cheeks flushed and tear-streaked. Panic surged through him. Who would abandon a child like this? He glanced around the empty alley, the distant hum of traffic mocking his isolation. With trembling hands, he scooped her up, her warmth against his chest igniting an inexplicable protectiveness. "Hey, little one," he whispered, his voice cracking. "I've got you now." He couldn't just leave her. The thought twisted in his gut like a knife. Police stations were blocks away, and foster care horror stories from his LGBTQ support group flashed in his mind. Kids bounced around, forgotten. No, he decided, cradling her closer as she quieted in his arms. He'd figure this out. Back at his friend Mia's cramped apartment, he burst through the door, the baby now fussing softly. Mia, sprawled on the couch with her laptop, bolted upright. "Octavian? What the hell is that?" "Found her in an alley," he panted, laying the baby on the couch cushion. She was alone, crying. Mia's eyes widened as she inspected the infant, noting the clean onesie beneath the blanket. No tags, no notes, just a faint scent of lavender. "We have to call someone," she insisted, but Octavian shook his head. "Not yet. What if they send her to some awful place?" "I'm gay, Mia. You think they'd let me near her?" The words hung heavy, laced with the bitterness of rejection he'd faced from his own parents. As the night wore on, Octavian improvised a bottle from kitchen supplies, the baby, whom he temporarily named Lily after his grandmother, sucking greedily. Mia paced, her phone in hand. "This is insane. You're barely an adult." But Octavian felt a strange calm settle over him, watching Lily's eyelids flutter shut. For the first time in months, he wasn't defined by his sexuality or his struggles. He was just someone needed. The next morning, reality crashed in. Lily's cries pierced the apartment, and Octavian skipped school to scour online forums for advice on infant care. Diapers, formula, his meager savings wouldn't last. Desperation led him to the local LGBTQ youth center, where he confided in the counselor, Ms. Rivera. "You did the right thing bringing her here," she said gently, but her eyes betrayed concern. "We need to report this. Abandonment is a crime." Octavian's stomach nodded. "But what if they take her away? What if they judge me because I'm, you know?" Ms. Rivera sighed, placing a hand on his shoulder. "Society's changing, Octavian, but not fast enough. Let's get her checked by a doctor first." Discreetly. At the free clinic, the doctor confirmed Lily was healthy, about 3 months old, with no signs of abuse. "She's lucky you found her," the doc said. Back at the center, Octavian met Jordan, a volunteer a year older, with tousled brown hair and a warm smile that made Octavian's pulse quicken. Jordan was openly gay, studying social work, and his easy confidence drew Octavian in like a moth to flame. "Hey, I overheard about the baby," Jordan said, handing Octavian a donated pack of diapers. "That's brave, man. Need help." Their eyes met, a spark igniting amidst the chaos. As days blurred, Jordan became a fixture, helping with feedings, sharing stories of his own coming-out struggles. "My folks kicked me out too," he admitted one night, as they rocked Lily to sleep. "But look at us now, building something real." Octavian felt a flush creep up his neck, the budding attraction complicating his already tumultuous world. Whispers spread at school. "Gay kid playing house?" sneered a classmate, igniting a hallway confrontation. Octavian's fists clenched, but Jordan's text steadied him. "Ignore them. Focus on her." Yet doubt crept in. Was he selfish for keeping Lily? A news alert on his phone chilled him. A local billionaire, Elias Harrington, reported his infant granddaughter missing after a family dispute. The photo matched Lily's features eerily, but Octavian dismissed it as coincidence. Little did he know, the threads of fate were tightening. As weeks passed, Octavian and Jordan's bond deepened. Stolen glances turned to tentative touches, their conversations laced with vulnerability. "I never thought I'd feel this way," Octavian confessed during a late-night walk in the park. Lily bundled in a stroller. Jordan stopped, his hand brushing Octavian's. "Me neither. But with you, it feels right." Their first kiss under the stars was tentative, electric, a promise amid uncertainty. But society pushed back. Octavian's estranged father called, voice dripping disdain. "Heard you're shacking up with some guy and a kid? Disgraceful." The words reopened old wounds, fueling Octavian's resolve. He and Jordan researched legal options, temporary guardianship, but bureaucracy loomed. Lily thrived, her giggles filling the apartment, but nightmares plagued Octavian. Losing her, losing Jordan to judgment. One evening, a knock shattered the peace. Two suited men stood at the door. "We're from Harrington Enterprises. We believe you have Mr. Harrington's granddaughter." Octavian's world tilted. "How?" Jordan gripped his arm, whispering, "We fight this together." The revelation hit like a storm. Lily was Isabella Harrington, heiress to billions, abandoned by her drug-addled mother in a fit of rage. Elias, the tycoon, wanted her back. For the empire, not love. Octavian's heart shattered. "She's not a pawn," he argued. But the men cited DNA tests from clinic records. Court dates loomed, pitting a gay teen against a billionaire. Media frenzy erupted. Gay youth claims abandoned heiress, hero or opportunist? Protests outside the courthouse highlighted societal divides. LGBTQ rights versus wealth's privilege. In the midst of turmoil, Octavian and Jordan's relationship strained. "What if we lose?" Octavian whispered. Jordan pulled him close. "Then we know we gave her love." The trial exposed ugly truths. Harrington's neglectful family history, Octavian's pure intentions. Testimonies poured in, from Mia, Ms. Rivera, even Jordan, who declared, "Love isn't defined by orientation or money. It's action." The judge's gavel fell. Temporary custody to Octavian, pending review. But Harrington appealed, vowing to fight. As they left the courthouse, hand in hand, Octavian wondered if society would ever truly accept them. The victory was bittersweet, a fragile shield against the onslaught. Octavian and Jordan moved into a small subsidized apartment, courtesy of the youth center's advocacy. But the walls felt thin against the world's scrutiny. Paparazzi lurked outside, snapping photos of the gay couple with the billionaire baby. Headlines screamed controversy. Should LGBTQ youth raise stolen heirs? Octavian scrolled through comments late at night, each vitriolic word a dagger. "They're indoctrinating her," one read. "Unfit parents," another. Jordan tried to shield him, cooking simple meals and playing peekaboo with Lily, now officially Isabella, though Octavian clung to the nickname. "Ignore the noise," Jordan urged, his voice steady but eyes weary. Yet tension simmered. Octavian's part-time job suffered. Customers whispered, some boycotting the shop. "I can't lose this," Octavian fretted. Jordan, balancing classes and volunteering, snapped one evening, "We're in this together, but you're shutting me out." The argument escalated, voices rising as Lily wailed. "You think I wanted this drama?" Octavian yelled. Jordan's face crumpled. "I chose you. All of this." Reconciliation came in quiet moments. Apologies exchanged over coffee, hands intertwining. Their love, forged in fire, grew resilient. But Harrington's shadow loomed. Elias, a silver-haired magnate with a reputation for ruthless business deals, scheduled a supervised visit. Octavian's nerves frayed as they met in a neutral park. Elias arrived in a chauffeured limo, his expression stern. "You've done well with her," he admitted gruffly, watching Isabella coo at a butterfly. But she's my blood. My legacy. Octavian's throat tightened. Legacy? She's a child, not an asset. Elias's eyes narrowed. And you? A teenager with no family support, in a relationship like yours? Society won't accept it. The words echoed Octavian's deepest fears. Jordan, standing nearby, interjected. Society's wrong then. Love is love. Elias scoffed but left with a thoughtful glance at Isabella, promising more legal battles. Back home, Octavian confided in Mia during a rare visit. What if he's right? Am I ruining her life? Mia hugged him. You're giving her what money can't, real care. Inspired, Octavian joined an LGBTQ parenting group, sharing his story. Connections formed, support poured in, but so did backlash. A conservative talk show invited him, only to ambush with accusations. Aren't you using this child to push an agenda? The interview went viral, igniting debates. Protests formed, supporters waving rainbow flags, opponents chanting about traditional families. Octavian felt exposed, his sexuality weaponized. Jordan held him that night, whispering affirmations. You're strong. We're strong. Their intimacy deepened emotionally, navigating the stress with honest talks. I love you, Jordan said simply, sealing it with a forehead kiss. As months ticked by, Isabella's first words, Dada, pierced Octavian's heart, directed at both him and Jordan. Joy mingled with dread. Harrington's appeal hearing approached. Lawyers prepped them. Character witnesses, psychological evals. Octavian's past surfaced, his family's rejection, school bullying. It shows resilience, their attorney argued. The courtroom buzzed with tension. Harrington testified first, painting a picture of stability. Private schools, nannies, wealth. I can give her everything. Octavian's turn came, voice steady. Everything except unconditional love. I've been her world since that alley. Jordan followed, his testimony raw. We've built a family from nothing. Isn't that worth more? Cross-examination was brutal. Harrington's lawyer probed, as gay men, how do you address societal norms for child-rearing? Objections flew, but the seed of doubt was planted. Outside, media swarmed. A supporter shouted encouragement. A detractor hurled slurs. Octavian's resolve wavered, but Jordan's hand in his grounded him. Post-hearing, an unexpected ally emerged. Harrington's estranged daughter, Isabella's mother, resurfaced from rehab. I left her because I couldn't care for her, she confessed in a private meeting. But you did. Fight for her. Her support swayed the narrative, but Harrington dug in, offering a settlement. Custody for Octavian with financial aid, but under his oversight. Octavian agonized. It's a trap, Jordan warned. He wants control. The choice tore at him, security versus freedom. In a heated discussion, Jordan revealed his own fears. If we take it, are we selling out? Their relationship strained under the weight, arguments flaring over ideals versus reality. The settlement offer hung like a guillotine, promising ease but threatening their autonomy. Octavian paced the apartment, Isabella babbling in her playpen, oblivious to the storm. We could use the money, he admitted to Jordan. Diapers, rent. It's endless. Jordan's jaw tightened. At what cost? Harrington monitoring our every move? Judging us? The divide widened, their once unified front cracking. Nights grew restless. Octavian dreamed of losing Isabella, waking in sweats. Jordan withdrew, burying himself in studies. Talk to me, Octavian pleaded one evening. Jordan sighed. I'm scared too. What if this breaks us? Vulnerability bridged the gap, leading to a heartfelt reconciliation. We decide together, they agreed, hands clasped. Seeking clarity, Octavian visited his old neighborhood, confronting his father at the family home. The man opened the door, surprise flickering. What do you want? Octavian stood tall. To show you I'm more than your disappointment. I'm a parent now. His father scoffed. With another boy? Unnatural. But as Octavian described Isabella's smiles, a crack appeared. Regret in the old man's eyes. Maybe I was wrong, he muttered before closing the door. It wasn't forgiveness, but it fueled Octavian's fire. Back in the fray, the appeal hearing resumed. Isabella's mother testified, renouncing rights but endorsing Octavian. He's given her love I couldn't. Murmurs rippled through the court. Harrington, unflinching, countered with experts on traditional upbringings. The judge, a stern woman, listened intently. Outside, societal clashes intensified. An online petition for Octavian garnered thousands of signatures, while counter-campaigns labeled him a threat to family values. Death threats arrived via email, forcing them to change addresses. Jordan's university faced pressure to expel him for controversial involvement. This is bigger than us, Jordan realized. It's about rights. In a pivotal moment, Octavian addressed a rally. Microphone in hand, voice trembling. I'm gay. I'm young. But I'm her dad. Love doesn't discriminate. Why should we? Cheers erupted, but so did boos. Jordan watched proudly, their bond reigniting amid adversity. Discovery revealed Harrington's motives. Isabella's inheritance tied to his control, a clause in his will. It's about money, their lawyer exclaimed. Armed with this, they pressed in court. Harrington faltered under questioning. Family legacy matters. Octavian's rebuttal. Legacy is love passed down, not dollars. The judge deliberated, tension palpable. In waiting, Octavian and Jordan reflected. No matter what, I choose you, Octavian said. Jordan smiled. Always. The ruling came. Custody affirmed for Octavian with visitation for Harrington, no oversight. Elation surged, but Harrington's glare promised more fights. Media dubbed it a landmark for LGBTQ rights, sparking national debates. Octavian and Jordan celebrated quietly, Isabella's laughter the sweetest sound. Yet shadows lingered, Harrington's influence, societal backlash. As Isabella turned one, a party with friends marked normalcy. Mia toasted, to family chosen, not born. Jordan proposed a future. Let's make this official someday. Octavian's heart swelled, but doubt whispered. Was this fair to her? Normalcy proved illusory. Harrington's appeals exhausted, he pivoted to influence, donating to anti-LGBTQ groups, fueling smear campaigns. Octavian's job lost, he struggled with unemployment. We'll manage, Jordan assured, picking up extra shifts. But resentment brewed. This is his revenge, Octavian muttered. Isabella's milestones, first steps toward Octavian, brought joy, but health scares amplified fears. A fever sent them to the ER, where a nurse sneered. Which one's the mom? Jordan bristled. We're both dads. The incident went viral, reigniting controversy. Seeking allies, Octavian connected with LGBTQ families online. Stories of discrimination mirrored his strengthening resolve. Jordan, inspired, shifted majors to law. To fight for others like us. Their relationship evolved, deepened by shared purpose. Harrington requested a private meeting. At an upscale cafe, he offered truce. I'll back off if you let me be involved. Grandfather, not overseer. Octavian eyed him warily. Why now? Elias sighed, seeing her thrive. Maybe I was wrong about you. Vulnerability peeked through the tycoon's facade. His own lonely childhood. Octavian consulted Jordan. A chance for her to know her roots? Jordan nodded reluctantly. If it's genuine. Supervised visits began. Tense at first. Elias softened, sharing stories of his late wife. Isabella warmed to him, giggles bridging divides. But betrayal struck. A leaked document revealed Harrington's plan to challenge custody again, using private investigators' dirt on Octavian's past. Petty teen mistakes. Fury ignited. You lied. Octavian confronted. Elias denied, but evidence mounted. Court beckoned once more. The hearing exposed manipulations. Witnesses testified to Harrington's coercion. Octavian's emotional plea. She's not a prize. She's my daughter. Jordan supported. We've proven our love. Time and again. Society watched, divided. Polls showed shifting opinions, more support for LGBTQ adoption. Yet conservatives rallied, petitions circulating. The judge ruled decisively, permanent custody to Octavian, restraining order on Harrington. Defeat humbled the billionaire, who whispered to Isabella, "I'm sorry." Victory tasted sweet, but scars remained. Octavian and Jordan rebuilt, their love fortified. Isabella called them both Dada, a testament to their family. With legal battles behind, life settled into a rhythm. Octavian enrolled in community college, pursuing counseling to help queer youth. Jordan thrived in law school, their apartment filled with books and baby toys. Isabella, now a toddler, explored the world with wide-eyed wonder, her laughter a balm. Yet echoes of conflict lingered. At a family gathering, Octavian's reconciled relatives. His father awkwardly held Isabella. "She's beautiful," he admitted. Progress slow but real. Harrington, from afar, sent anonymous gifts, trust funds, but no strings. Redemption. Octavian pondered, donating portions to LGBTQ causes. Their story inspired a documentary, sparking global conversations. Octavian and Jordan spoke at events, advocating change. "Love wins." They chorused, hands linked. As Isabella grew, questions arose. Her origins, their family. "Why two daddies?" she'd ask someday. They prepared, emphasizing acceptance. In quiet moments, Octavian reflected on that rainy night. A chance discovery reshaped everything. Love, loss, triumph. But was society ready? Debates raged. Progress or peril? Is it fair to deny LGBTQ individuals parenting rights based solely on orientation, when love and stability are what truly matter?